guys, so I'm going to show you guys how to make some name monsters using symmetry and balance. So for this you need a white piece of paper and you need a pencil. Definitely a pencil. It'd be good if you have a pencil with an eraser or a black marker, but we're mainly going to focus on using our pencil. So what we're first going to do is we're going to take our paper and we're going to fold it in half long ways. Like this. In half long ways. Okay? Papers are symmetrical because they are rectangles and can be cut in half to be equal. So you're going to fold it long ways to be equal. Fix my camera a little bit. Okay. Trying to make sure you guys can see it okay. Alright. Now, first thing that we need to do is we need to write our names. However, your name's going to be written only on one side. And you're going to have to write your name really big. You can write just in your regular handwriting, however you write your name, but you want to do it slowly, or you can do it in cursive. So, my first name is Rachel, and I find that easier and shorter to write than Leffler, my last name, so I'm going to write Rachel. Now, watch how I write it along the fold here, like you would write it on a line of a piece of notebook paper. I'm going to write my R, make it really big. But the bottom of the letter R, it's touching the fold in the middle of the paper. All of the bottom of your letters need to be touching that fold in the middle of your paper. My next letter is A. I'm going to do lowercase so we make it kind of different. There's my A. Is the bottom of the A touching the fold in the middle of the paper? Yeah, it is. Next letter, C. And C, the and C, because it's a C. I just made a joke. The bottom of the C is touching the fold. I'm drawing my letters big to take up a good amount of the half of the paper. Now H. Okay, like I said, you can do it in cursive, but if you're going to do that, you got to keep it going, and the bottom of the letters still have to touch the fold. So half of it is regular, while I did the H-E-L of Rachel in cursive. Okay. All right. I'm going to go back over what I did and push my pencil down some. I'm going to try and make my letters dark because we're about to fold our paper in half and we want to be able to see our letters through the back of the paper. See, I'm pushing down kind of hard. And yes, you do have to use pencil for this. You can't use crayon or colored pencil or marker, or else it won't work. All right, now we need to get our name over here, to be flipped over here and be like a mirror. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold the paper. Now, I can see my letters through my paper. What I have done to help me is I might hold it up in the light so that I can definitely see where my letters are. And then I just go with my eraser and I rub, sorry if it's shaking. I use my eraser and I rub over the letters. Okay, I rub over the lines of the letters. Okay, and when you do that, you'll see that the letter that was over here transfers over here. It's really faint, but you should be able to see it a little bit, enough to where you can trace over. And now it's a symmetrical, like, new shape from your letter. Now you're just gonna repeat that. Take my eraser. There we go. So, now I have my name, and then the name's just backwards over here because it flipped and it reflected. So it's symmetrical, it's equal on both sides. Exactly the same, it's balanced. Now, we're going to make our names here, facing long ways like this, into some monsters. So we're gonna remember Minnie Evans' work, and her work it was pretty abstract, but it had things in it that we could recognize, like eyes and mouths, and like flowers and things in nature, but the rest of it was abstract. So first I'm gonna start with things that are recognizable, like eyes and nose, to make them look like creatures or figures. So let's start with adding some eyes here, maybe another eye here, kind of different shapes but still eyes. Okay, so those look like two eyes. Might add some different lines everywhere. Maybe this is like a mouth with teeth. I don't know. Just kind of playing around now. Might do like flowers. Because remember, she used nature in her work. Minnie Evans did. And whatever you do on one side, you need to do it on the other side too, because we're trying to make it symmetrical. And that's equal on both sides. I bring this. You can definitely add more lines to make them like closed shapes. So we are well on our way now to making some Minnie Evans inspired creatures and like some name monsters. All right. So add whatever details you would like, and different shapes. How can you add details to it like Minnie Evans would? And then next week we will color. We'll add a bunch of colors to it, make it really colorful like Minnie Evans does. All right, guys. I really hope you liked it. I thought that was super duper fun.